Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you incredible manifestors. My name is Cabrini Schneider. I am the InnerCore coach. I help you get to the inner core of who you are by using Cabrini's law of fuck that. That's right. Fuck that stands for finally understanding common knowledge. Things happen all the time in life and in business, good and bad. So why not do what you want to do? Stop doing what you don't want to do because things are going to happen anyway. I promise you. It is law. So, welcome to day 12. Woo! We are moving right along, honey. We are all moving along and we are living in fear. Well, I'm living in fear. Yesterday I talked about living in fear, how to live in fear. I talked about several different things that bring up fear. And at the basis of all of them, it really is you. You know, when I started out on this quest, I was fearful. I was fearful because, fearful in another kind of way. Let me talk about the type of fear that I'm talking about as it relates to how I live in fear and how I move through fear. So I've been a DNA entrepreneur for the last 32 years. I have owned, operated several different brick and mortars that I owned, operated, and created. And when I decided in 2013 to shift and change my direction, it was very fearful. I was very fearful. Yes, I was scared, honey. I was scared. And what I was scared about was that usually I am up close and personal. I am with my clients. I am with my customers. I had a brick and mortar business, several of them. So I was never away from people like I am right now. This online world is pretty much it can be a scary place to be. So you have to really know that this is the route in which you want to go in. So when I set out on this path, several different things happened for me and to me in this new direction. I knew I wanted to be an orator, a public speaker, as it were, to the planet. I said I want to use my voice to inspire people to wake up from their dreams, to stop sleepwalking in their life. And I said, I want to teach them how to do it by saying, fuck that. Now that in and of itself was scary. So as I started my journey towards being an orator on stage, being a public speaker, I happened to run into a very well-known public speaker, and I will not say her name because the story is very funny. Oh my God. So she and I decided I was going to do a speaking engagement and I was going to invite people and she would coach me from the stage. Now, everything that could go wrong went wrong. I wrote a flyer. Me and my partner both saw the address of this theater to be one thing. And on the flyer, I put another thing. So the woman, this well-renowned speaker, goes to a whole nother place and we're all at the theater waiting on her. And when I tell you she was beyond angry, it was horrible. It was one of, I've had many, one of the most embarrassing, horrible moments of my life. And I'm about to go on stage and speak in front of people. Oh my God. Well, here's the saving grace. The saving grace for me, but not for her. The saving grace for me was that only 2 people showed up. So the saving grace, that was for me. Now, it wasn't for her because she was expecting a whole lot of people to come so that I could pay her. Well, Things happen all the time. This is one of the other reasons why I created Cabrini's Law of Fuck That. Because things happen all the time. It is common knowledge. But it's not what happens, it's how you deal with what happens. So I get on this stage, which is in a theater, and I said, and by the way, Cabrini's Law of Fuck That was not even born yet. It was not birthed yet. But these are the stories that has created this law because it is irrefutable. So I'm on this stage and I'm standing there and I say to the audience, which is, my friends, my videographer, my partner, and one other woman. And I say, well, something to the effect of, things happen and it's not what you do, it's how you show up, right? So I, in the meantime, look over to this woman who's sitting there looking at me like, you dirty bitch. Where are the people? And I'm standing there like, okay, and welcome to the stage. Now, in the meantime, she has to now coach me. So now things go on and time goes on. And this was about maybe 6, 7 years, 8 years ago now. Whoa, Lord, time is flying. Fast forward to 2014 when I've created Cabrini's Law Fuck That, and now I'm going to speak on the stage and introduce Cabrini's Law Fuck That with Les Brown. Did y'all hear me? That's right. The most powerful, amazing, legendary Les Brown. I'm about to go on stage and introduce the law of Fuck That on stage with Les Brown. Here's the interesting thing. Les Brown didn't know I was going to say fuck that on his stage. So yesterday I talked about fear, and I talked about how fear is, for me, and it is why it is now an acronym. I knew I had to have fun. I knew that it had to be, and it was, exciting. I knew that I had to take people on an adventure, and at the end, I knew that it would be rewarding, whichever way it would turn out. The reward was that I stood on the stage and introduced Cabrini's Law Fuck That to these people, and I conquered that fear. And I took it and I turned, like I said yesterday, I faced that bore and I stood there. Now, my problem was never speaking in front of people. It was my fear, trepidation was really about using this word that is now new in a positive way to people that I didn't know how they would receive it. So I had to know within my core that it would be okay. Well, I got a standing ovation. It was amazing. Les Brown told me I had the it factor. So I'm sharing with you the contrast of the first one versus the second one, and how I never stopped, and how I stood there and I faced this seemingly very scary opportunity and scary situation, and I made it fun. Both of them. I made them both fun. I made them both exciting. Even the people that knew me got something from it. It was exciting and it was an adventure. I took them all on an adventure, and it was rewarding because here I am today talking with you, doing the very thing that I know I'm meant to do on this planet. So this message today is about how I live in fear. I take every situation that I am in and I make it fun. I take and make it exciting. It has to be exciting. I know that I'm going to go on an adventure, and I know at the end it will be rewarding because I'm doing what I want to do. I do not do it. I do not start it unless I want to do it. And that's another thing about living in fear. Living in fear means doing the very thing that you want to do. Fear ends. It stops when fun begins. Soon as you start getting fearful and scary and scared, think of fun. And soon as you start thinking about having fun, the fear goes away. It does, I promise you. Try it. So I also want to share this with you guys too. There's a lot of conversation, and that I do conscious content with you. I make sure that anything that I'm speaking to you about is always about your inner core. I am selling you. That's it. I am selling you on you. I am brainwashing you to believe in yourself, to find yourself at your core, and to move all the distraction out of the way so that you can be, do, and have whatever it is you want. All you gotta do is say, fuck that. Fuck that has a powerful way of moving you. It, it has a powerful way of impacting you at your core. So say fuck that and take your life back. Live in fear. Yes, make it fun, exciting, adventurous. And I promise you, it will be rewarding. I will see you guys tomorrow on day 12. My name is Cabrini Schneider. I am the InnerCore coach. When you are with me, it's not about me. It's about you because you're with me. And if you want to buy my book, I, published my first book, 2016. And I'll have all the links available for you. If you are interested in coaching, InnerCore coaching, I do that as well. You can message me or go to my website, CabriniSchneider.com. I'll also put that in the link. Remember, be bold, be disruptive, be disobedient, be unique, and be you. Say fuck that. I'll see y'all later. Bye.